Why, thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. Looking forward to watching some Cobblestone.
All right. Well, we spoke about the dynamics of Cobblestone earlier. How much how important A is probably likely going to be, because you would imagine that unless, I mean, we might be completely surprised by eLevate. They might have, because when you approach maps, if you're a team and you're like, okay, there's this map, and this map. We're prepared on this, and this, but this Cobblestone map. Well, let's just because let's learn the bare minimum. Let's learn a set play for B, and whatever else. But that is the first thing, right? When you go to Cobble, what else would you say is completely necessary when you're moving into a Cobble?
Like having this kind of standard round where you try to take the side hallways on A, you try to take the middle on A, and then you just go from there. From there, you can either go for the A execution or the B execution.
So the standard map control play that allows the A or B based on what happens.
Exactly.
Right.
And you usually get like trades before that. And VirtusPro actually going for the C side. I dare to say this has turned into a more T-sided map, especially between the top tier.
Yeah,
teams.
that's the thing actually. It changes massively based on how good the team is. Yeah. I've noticed teams are figuring things out, much like Mirage. But anyway, we are going to have eLevate, and it looks like they do have some smokes here for the site. Let's see what we've got exactly. And as you said, they've still got that option towards A. They haven't taken away at the A holes, but they have got players bomb as well over towards there. And it looks like they want to get an A split kind of going from the Skyfall area. And it's actually going to be eLevate to pick up the fragment to Snax. There is a trade, and VirtusPro might read this as a B play. But Neo comes out, he pokes out, and he's going to see the bomb. So now VirtusPro know what's happening, but already eLevate are in position here. They've got Rush, who's made it through the balcony area all the way onto the bomb site now. But they don't have anyone to stop VirtusPro moving through these choke points. It's going to be really hard here for eLevate to hold on to this bomb site. 3 against 2. VirtusPro can take this as a team, and it should be pretty easy for them to clean it up. There it is, trades coming in, and it was efficient by the Poles.
Yeah, and I think this was another meta thing, because in Europe this is was one of the most common T pistols to do. You want to go down Skyfall, and you want to split A, because if you take connector, there's basically no rotation left to go to A. So, but VirtusPro, knowing that this is a common pistol around, having a lot of guys around connector, just won the trades there and could easily rotate and take the site.
But seeing something around like that does give me confidence that eLevate have done the necessary practice to at least have the bare bones there for their Cobble games. So that does fill me with some confidence that they can get some of these T rounds together and have plays towards A and B work out in their favor, and some standard rounds mixed in there as well. They are on the pistols now. We've got the full SMGs for VirtusPro. Full SMGs. Now, as the bomb did go down for eLevate, they will have the buy in the following rounds.
And I think they're just going to go for the picks here and go for the buy next round, since they got that plant down.
And VirtusPro just waiting patiently to see where the attack is going to be. And they're playing some pretty tight angles here. Now, Snax, he does have support, so he's kind of being baited a little bit here. Snax going to try to do the damage he can, which is actually no frags at all. That's really, really key. And there was no trade either coming onto him from Neo. Neo got tagged down to 6 HP there. Neo now is finished off as well. So this is looking not too bad here for eLevate. Got Desi there, long range with a dig. Takes down TaZ. What a shot there. Byali falls as well to his dig. And it's just Pasha left. And Desi Steele's holding this position with a deagle, and Pasha is just going to think about backing away now, maybe getting some X's potentially. Actually he does have a kit, but there's 3 players, and Pasha does look like he wants this. He's going to fall back, and Pasha tagged down to 11 now. You don't like his chances. He's going to fall back. He's realized that it is a fool's errand to push any further.
And eLevate actually winning a round without even buying armors. This is really surprising.
Yeah.
I think it all came down to Snax dying there in the middle, not even being able to trade 1 for 1.
I was really surprised about their setup there, because Snax was really far forward, yet Neo was just really far back. I mean, I thought that they were closer than they were, because you would assume that, okay, well, you know, there should be a crossfire, there should be something to support, because it's very easy for eLevate to rush down there. It's more like it's quite likely that they're going to move together in numbers, so you need to get those trades going. So it was quite surprising.
We see a pretty much a full buy here from VirtusPro, going for those P250s and armor, even some nades. Boosting up NEO on the small balcony there in the side hallways. And yeah, eLevate seems to have some kind of set player, just going for a standard play. And I don't want them to wait too long to take middle, and it looks like they're just going back to B without even taking mid or the side hallways. This might give too much information to Virtus.
Okay, so Rush is ready to either deal with any boosts for info from Virtus. Push up entirely, but it's going to be Xp3. He's going to clear things up towards the B area. Now this is really smart. They've got some good ranges to play with. It's going to be really hard for Virtus to get stuff done, but the SMG's going to be able to pick up 2 frags there from Pasha. 2 on 3 now, VirtusPro with some good damage done, but again, full investment in this round. Going to have the eco in the following round as NEO is left over, and would you like him to try to play for exits here?
Yeah, just try to hide in connector and try to sneak an A, or take an AK. It's probably the best decision.
Alright, so interestingly, I mean, we're going to have that eco from Virtus on the next round. They got their buy-in now because they realized they're gonna have to double eco anyway, I believe. So they thought, okay, let's get the buy-in. If we actually do win this round, then we're gonna destabilize their economy, and you know, they have the chance is there. You know, even if it's small. So it's a pretty smart move, I think.
Terrorists win.
NEO just opting for saving that MP9.
Okay, so here is the eco, and they are building up that consecutive round loss bonus. Now VirtusPro, they're not really going to be able to. It's going to be pretty hard to imagine that they'd be able to even damage eLevate's economy in this round. If they take it slow and steady like they did last time, slowly clearing things out, grenades sticking together, you shouldn't imagine that VirtusPro are going to be able to get some frags, or more than 1 or 2.
Well, we see a set play here towards the B bomb site yet again. I wonder if they're gonna utilize Skyfall or if they're just gonna go for the straight up B long.
And there he goes. It's straight up B long here, and it's gonna be Rush. He's gonna burn down his teammate Roca, but he does find the frag onto Pasha. Bomb is ready to be planted. VirtusPro doing extraordinary amounts of damage. It's a 3-on-3 with Russian Storm very low. The bomb is being hurried to get planted, but that's going to leave desi alone here, and the bomber is going to get taken out, and somehow they managed to make that work. I have no idea how they managed to pull out all those kills, but they survived with 3 players. That's super key. Look at the money that they've picked up.
Yeah, 3 AKs, 3 people alive.
Nades as well.
Yeah, disastrous round from eLevate. And I don't understand why they're trying to do a set play when they know that Virtus has low money. It doesn't really make any sense. They should just go for the standard play where you try to take mid control, try to take the side hallways, and just go from there.
Yeah, it's well, perhaps they'll learn from their lesson, but this is the round where VirtusPro can reset them. And back to the eco. eLevate with the default round coming into play. They've got players towards A. That's going to be enough to take down NEO, it would seem. And I was talking previously about Snax's aggression there, but it looks like NEO is the one that was to put the aggression forwards, and we're seeing an aggression towards B, which is not so common there from VirtusPro, and they are going to suffer 3 against 5 now. They've given up 2 players early in the round.
Yeah, and Virtus really need to take a risk here and just stack a bomb site. They can't leave one guy alone at B.
Yeah, we got eLevate moving in together slowly but surely. They're going to swarm that bomb site any moment now. And Biali's going to delay any push on Skyfall just for a moment, but he needs support to take the players down as they move into the B bomb site. He's got a friend, not for long. TaZ does go down towards B, and Biali picks up the player that was towards Skyfall, but there's nothing he can do at this point. There's just nothing really all that possible. He's going to go for it, takes the first frag. Now this would be completely a disaster if Biali pulls this off. He does go down, does a lot of damage actually, killing 3 players, but still, it's going to be another round there for the T side eLevate, and that really sucks for VirtusPro because they just won one. So now they have reset on the money.
I think they went a bit too aggressive on the B bomb site, and it's, as you said earlier, it's almost impossible to play aggressive on the B bomb site because you're just walking into impossible angles.
Thanks, Cadian. Good job.
Cadian strat.
Oh, it's James. It's James. Thanks, James. Sorry. Kaden would never. He would never. Okay, so we have eLevate now slowly again using that default round. This time, VirtusPro, they aren't going with the super aggressive strat. They have quite a bit of money left over, so they are able to get the buy-in, but it's not super amazing as we see TaZ on the BT50, Pasha on the Scout. Scout pretty good on this map though, in many spots. But eLevate, they're slowly clearing these positions.
Yeah, now I think they're doing the right thing. They're playing a bit too far back. However, as you can see our observer pointing out, there's 3 guys on A right now for Virtus. So if eLevate decides to hit the B-bomb site in the next seconds, I think they're going to be in good shape. But we already see the rotation coming in now through connector.
Yeah, and the nades are coming into play. And Xp3 is going to be able to actually swing on through towards connector and A through Skyfall. They do have a player, this desi's cleaned out Snax from the A-long area, so you would expect them to have a really crushing sandwich here. Neo, you can see that he didn't even realize that he was about to be backstabbed by pretty much the entire lineup of eLevate. So they are looking pretty strong into this one. There's no way through the doors, at least not an easy way through. It's gonna be, they'll be riddled with bullets as they try to make their way through those openings. But eLevate, they're looking pretty good on their T side at the moment, and VirtusPro, they won't be able to put forward a buy. I think they spent everything in that round.
Yeah, that was very inventive play from eLevate, something that I might actually steal myself. How they take some control on A, then they go for the trades on B long, traded 1 for 1, and then they just straight went out Skyfall towards A, because probably the guy holding Skyfall is going to move towards the B site if they have trades there, because they just can't give up the site. So that was actually really, really smart from eLevate.
So yeah, the unknown Cobble from eLevate is proving to be pretty cool at the moment. They've got 4 rounds already, so as you said, you feel like it's becoming more T-sided lately, and eLevate keeping up at the moment. They're ahead of VirtusPro. They've broken the economy. It's going to be, it should be 5-2 relatively soon, as VirtusPro have got nothing. Got Deg and a couple P250s. So other than that, stock pistols for them. And eLevate, they're not making the same mistake, at least so far, as they did in the previous anti-eco situation, where they just basically just set play onto B. Instead, they're clearing out positions 1 by 1. But they are falling back together now.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing every round. They're just taking some control towards A, just falling back to B. This is really standard play, but still very, very effective.
VirtusPro are holding, though. They aren't really rotating. Desi going to take down Bieliński with that, was holding onto the Deg. So everyone getting eliminated 1 by 1, and these standard rounds paying off for eLevate. And VirtusPro, it's going to be interesting to see how they change their play, because they've seen the standard round now. You'd expect VirtusPro to be a team that's able to read, interpret what the standard round for a team looks like, because again, although we are seeing a couple of crowds coming in here for VirtusPro, they don't have a kit, so they won't be able to defuse the bomb. But VirtusPro should have something to expect now, because, again, previously it probably would be hard for them to prepare against eLevate, and they may not even have put any thought to eLevate. So now with the information that they have, what do you expect out of VirtusPro on their buy? Or what would be good against what eLevate are doing?
I think they're going to try to play more standard. We have seen Virtus trying to push aggressive B. The last weapon round they had 2 guys on the far end of B long, instead of having only 1 guy there, which is the most common way to play, and having 1 guy towards Skyfall. So I think they're just going to go back to a more standard type of play.
Alright, so we're going to have Snax and Neo, who were kind of the leaks so far for VirtusPro's defense in their buy rounds. The A side has been compromised more than the B side. We saw 1 aggressive push on the B side so far from Virtus that didn't end up well, but mostly it's been Snax and Neo having trouble dealing with the opening from eLevate. Now they are playing towards the bottom of CT ramp, and this is going to allow for them to trade and keep re-smoking this, but with that lack of vision on A long, this surely should be concerning here for VirtusPro.
Yeah, luckily for them, there's no eLevate player right there.
But they don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing.
But yeah, eLevate just doing a good job, showing themselves in middle. I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna go for the A split again. the bomb is over Skyfall. They have 2 guys pushing the side hallways. But I don't know if it's a good idea having the bomb in Skyfall, because if the bomb is dropped there, the bomb is actually rotating back. This is a good decision by them.
And they are slowly making their way towards the exit of A-Long into the A-bomb site. And eLevate setting up now to just crunch straight onto VirtusPro. Some similar variations, or rather similar rounds with lots of different variations from them. And so far it's looking quite strong. They've already eliminated 2 players. They're executing onto the A-bomb site. And there's no way in for VirtusPro. They're smoked off. And they actually are going to go for the save. There's just nothing they can do. eLevate. It feels like eLevate keep putting them in like these checkmate positions with the way that they're just positioning around the map, which is quite awesome to see.
Yeah, I think Virtus needs to contest them more in middle and in A-long, because right now it's just too easy for eLevate. I mean, they had 5 people alive, they have most of their nades left, and if you have that, you can just go for that like A-split execution where you go from middle, you throw the smokes towards connector, and there's basically nothing Virtus can do, as we saw in this round.
Oh wow, Xp3 was there first in the sniper room in the crow's nest. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? How is he there first?
I don't know. It makes no sense.
That's so funny because the guy's like rushing this. Maybe I can get like a frag if I get up here to the window. No. Interesting. Anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are going to be jumping into the next round. 6-2 eLevate with a pretty impressive... To be honest, actually, it's really impressive. Their T-side is awesome so far.
Yeah, they're playing extremely good, actually, and sometimes it's nice to be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's even more impressive considering, again, how hard it can be to practice this map in the States. But desi's going to be challenging Snax and NEO. They have a different setup, but desi's going to win the duel. And that's going to force Snax all the way back down to the site. He's got TaZ to support him. Almost caught in the jump there. Could have been devastating. But they are playing it a little bit slower. And not trying to push in all too quickly just yet. And eLevate, they've lost some health on desi and Rush, but they picked up the kill onto NEO. They forced the defense back a little bit on the A side of the map. But being weakened towards B as well. Snax now going to take down desi towards A. Desi's been really good in that lurker role for eLevate so far. And now it's all in on this push for eLevate. 4-on-4, we've got 3 players who've rotated towards B for VirtusPro. That's the right call from them. After killing desi, I think that was the... They understood that desi's more of a lurker, so that's going to give them that understanding. But they're going to fake it. They're going all the way back around to A. Now, they don't have a lot of time. They've got 30 seconds, but the window might just be enough. Snax is going to call it. The rotation's going to happen. They've got to be quick. Snax is going to trade just 1 kill, and that might be enough. We'll have to see. But byali going to beat them to the punch. Up onto the top of CT ramp. Rush is going to take him down, but time is of the essence. They have to get the bomb planted. They're getting gunned down as they try to make their way across. Pasha drops the bomb. It's on Storm now. He's going for the plant. He's just barely going to be able to pick it up. But it's Storm against Pasha, and Pasha will win the duel in the chaos. Excellent stuff there from VirtusPro. That went down to the wire. And VirtusPro pick up a round, but they lost everyone.
Yeah, and I don't understand why the rotation wasn't faster. Snax heard them there for a long while. He was sitting down there in the middle, and you can hear them running through the B hallways. But yeah, Pasha managing to clutch us round anyway, so really doesn't matter that much.
That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They're trying to race across to the bomb site. It's so close. We have the AWP on Pasha now, and this is, I think, the first AWP we're really going to see come into play, potentially to the full extent. We'll have to see if Pasha can get a lot of shots off here, if they try to push into B so we can get that AWP going. But I've seen some great AWPing from Snax, actually, towards the A side, and we haven't seen that much at the moment either. Maybe they're waiting for a better economy. But desi up to his usual tricks here. He's the guy that pushes A long. It's kind of like the banana. He's like the banana man, if this was like the banana of this map. Xp3 taking down Snax. NEO with the jump mag onto desi. But he knows he's in a really awkward position. And they know where he is as well. And they're going around to hunt him down. Here goes Xp3.
Yeah, they can just push him from both sides. There's no point in pushing from other sides. And he actually gets another frag.
Bomb is going back towards B though. 3-on-4. So that means that VirtusPro somehow actually managed to come out with a man advantage here. Although NEO's quite low. the bomb's actually going back towards A, and
all alone as well.
And there's so much rotation from VirtusPro. They don't have anyone in Skyfall or Connector.
Oh no!
Xp3 spots a guy rotating, and they think it's going to be B.
But TaZ will hear him. I think TaZ will hear him actually.
Oh, now he hears him, and he's got to win the fight. But they've actually started to clear out B. This is absolute madness yet again. But if TaZ wins this fight...
10 seconds left. They have to plant the bomb.
Oh, that shot onto TaZ just stopped him from fragging Xp3 in time. He's going to get the bomb down, and TaZ is quite low. Xp3 turning in for the frag. Finds the head of TaZ, pops it off. It's just on Pasha. He's got a lot of health, but it may not matter. It's going to be down to the first shots here from both players. Xp3 and Pasha on the angle. Pasha hits the shot, wins the round here for VirtusPro. And again, they lose 4 players in a bomb plant situation. That actually means that eLevate are going to be getting ahead on the money, which is weird.
Yeah,
but
and the funny thing is that it was a 1v1 with Pasha in like the exact same situation. He's just walking that angle. And yeah. If eLevate wins this round, Virtus might be in trouble.
Yeah, this is looking really awesome from eLevate. Really, really cool. And, well, we're going to have to see now what they've got in store and whether VirtusPro mix it up. In fact, they are mixing it up. They've got a more forward presence there towards the A side. Snax and Neo. Snax with a really sneaky position above the smoke. Very happy-esque kind of stuff there. We do have the set play coming in towards the B side of the map. And here it is, Rush and Rocker, hand in hand, taking frags. And VirtusPro are having to rotate back into the bomb site. But eLevate, they're not in the most amazing position ever. They don't have a lot of health.
Yeah, the flank here from Neo is going to be so crucial.
Can Snax cause enough of a distraction to allow Neo some sneaky frags here? Oh, he's going to flash in as well. I think they heard the flash moving in there now, so it's going to be Neo putting in the distraction. Great flashes actually, but Snax unable to make anything happen. The trade comes in from Neo, turns the corner, Rocker in with the fire on the bomb to try to delay, but is there enough? Did he delay enough with that?
Yeah, I think he will have time, yeah. He will manage to defuse.
It's interesting because he sacrificed a potential frag to throw it down too early. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that Molotov made like no sense.
Yeah, that was like
it was way too short as well.
Yeah.
You can just like go further back and push the same side anyways.
So yeah, strange stuff. Strange stuff there. Could have taken the Angel, but it's going to be 6-5. VirtusPro back in it, and eLevate. You know they're going to have
and 1v1 again.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, VirtusPro, they're suffering on the money, and you can see that they've got again just the AWP and Pasha. I feel like they would like to get more AWPs going. They have the AWP potential in Snax and Neo. They're really good at getting the AWP going as well for VirtusPro. But this round we're going to have eLevate again with more of the more basic default kind of plays.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just going for the... Oh, he missed the smoke. I think they were going for the set B strat or a fake to it. And that was an awkward position from Pasha. He should have known that. You can see it from there.
Oh my god, TaZ with the jump there. But we're going to have eLevate back into the advantage again. So is this going to be another crazy one-on-one in this round? Snax there with the drop onto Storm. That's the bomb down, and that's going to be key information. There's 45 seconds left in the round. Snax going to pick up a second kill. Oh no, this is getting really bad here for Xp3 of eLevate. He's got to find 2 frags there on either side, and Bieli's going to win that one. 6-6. VirtusPro swinging right back into this one. And, well, it seems like the shenanigans of eLevate are being put to a stop.
But still, such a nice tactic there from eLevate. They're throwing the smokes as like they're gonna do their set B strat, and the 2 guys go Skyfall, but the two of them guys just goes back towards A, and from there you can just do an A split instead. It's like very inventive play.
Okay, so we've got everyone here from eLevate towards the B-bomb side. They're on the eco more or less. Rush has brought up to even the money out. Now, how much damage can they get done here? You never know. But we do have the flank coming straight away. What is this? VirtusPro of 2 players almost at the back of the rush before it's even happened. Oh my god, Snax is straight up in there. Takes down Xp3, and Neo's going to catch him as well with the mag. This is ridiculous there, the mag 7. And how did they get there so quickly?
That was
That was so fast.
Very risky play from Virtus,
Yeah.
paying off. Yeah, but still, it was especially. They should have known that they were pretty low on money as well, but yeah, it worked out, I guess.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Okay, so VirtusPro. They have the mag still on Neo, and they are just going to stick with the same weaponry more or less. Now, Xp3 on the AWP. VirtusPro quite forwards towards the A side of the map again, and just like eLevate, trying to clear it out. So again, the basic map controls plays coming in from them. They've got the bomb dropped in the middle of the map. The only difference here from the VirtusPro setup is having 2 players, pretty much well quite deep into the B-long area, and that's more or less the only difference from them. And they've got that allows Snax and TaZ to be over towards A as well. So they're reading a stronger start towards A, the ability to have more bodies to trade on A from potential eLevate pushes. And here it comes.
Yeah, we'll see Xp3 here.
Oh no, Xp3 gets caught off guard. Not quite hot enough on the angles there, and well, the trade will come in, but still, eLevate, they're yet to really show their intentions.
And I think it's just a bit too much having 2 guys holding the push from B. From eLevate there, I think they should have 4 guys, like, trying to clear out mid and the A-long. And Bieli just, yeah, just ending this round with 3 nice frags there from B-long.
Yeah, and that's the bomb down. There's it's going to be hard to recover that one for Rush. Moves in, gets taken down. Bieliński securing his 4K, and VirtusPro pick up another round. And it's starting to look like VirtusPro finding much more ease in some of these rounds.
Yeah, and I still don't understand why eLevate had 2 guys towards B there. I mean, if you want to have 1 guy just watching, like, for a flank from Virtus, from the B-bomb site, there's no reason you have to have 2 guys. You can just stand like more defensive in the B hallways and just cover both if they boost the drop or if they push B long, because having 2 guys there, they're basically doing absolutely nothing if Virtus is not pushing.
Oh, this is what we were talking about, and it's Neo instead of Snax doing the job. So he's going to pick up the frag onto desi, and that, again, that tells them a lot. If desi's there alone, that tells them that most players are towards B. They know that desi's the lurker. They know that the kind of round that this should be. They're starting to move towards that B bomb site to reinforce it. But can they be quick enough? eLevate is so fast down B long. They've taken down Bieliński. TaZ goes in. That flash was perfectly timed by VirtusPro, but TaZ can't get anything more. It's advantage now. eLevate 3 against 2 as Storm rolls in onto that site, but gets quickly dropped there by Neo. Bomb is going to be afforded the time to be planted by Rush in this 2-on-2 situation. Now they're trying to take a little bit slower here, play together for the trades. There's Snax going to spot the first player, spraying him down, Rush falling. Xp3's only got 4 HP, 1 bullet, anywhere. Oh, he pops the head through the corner of the fountain there, or the statue, and is able to take down Snax. 8-7, great half there from eLevate. And look at that,
Yeah,
look how many times the bomb went down. 4 explosions, 5 defuses, bomb went down in 9 rounds.
Yeah, the rounds was so close. I mean, it's a nice score for eLevate, getting 7 rounds as T. Like, if I would have just gone into the game right now and said, oh, they had a pretty good chance of winning this, but considering they were up 6-2,
yeah, that's true.
and then Virtus just took so many rounds in a row, I think Virtus will run away with this if they keep playing like this.
Yeah, I mean, again, so much comes down to the pistol and the round immediately after the pistol. We actually saw from eLevate, they won a round with no Kevlar and just P250s. How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, that
I
was
don't know.
Really awkward round. And I wouldn't be surprised if VirtusPro go for a straight-out mid-YOLO round, because the current meta in Europe right now is like you want to push mid and you want to get under that balcony where the CT usually rotates, you know, towards the site.
Yep.
Because if you get under that balcony and you smoke off connector, there's basically no where the CTs can rotate from.
Look at that trophy. The FACEIT pheasant on there as well. Gorgeous. Look how shiny it is. Do you like shiny things?
I love shiny things.
Nice.
Nice.
There's a huge shiny thing for you. Well, it's not for you, because you're a commentator, not a player. Right now, at least. I know you try to play.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday they will have a trophy for the commentators.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Or the day that you recruit Sneal back into your lineup.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, as I said, wouldn't be surprised if they go for the straight out mid play. Usually you can see some teams just making their presence known towards B, but opting for that mid push is there's no good angles on the pistols for the CTs defending mid. Like if you just imagine you're a CT and you want to hold middle on cobblestone on the pistol, like where are you going to stand?
Yeah, of course, it's like really awkward. Usually you see people stand at, like they try to play like crazy trades at the bottom of CT ramp, because you have like it's like so gambly, because it's like the tease. Does he look left or does he look right? And that's basically it. That's basically your gamble, essentially. And I mean, the pistol rounds in this game can be pretty gambly, so you never know.
Yeah, the CTs in the mid ramp basically have to get like 2 or 3 fast headshots, but it usually doesn't happen. Usually you just see the classic 1-for-1 trade, and we see an awesome little tanks
on the beach. Those palm trees.
Pew-pewing.
James is drawing tanks and palm trees. Why? Why? I don't know. We're into the pistol round. 8-7 is the score. Second half here between VirtusPro and eLevate. This is the pick of VirtusPro. eLevate unable to win Nuke. They lost 16-14. It was really close. But can they secure it here? It all starts with this pistol.
And we actually see a Skyfall push here.
It's not looking too contested so far. They're playing a little bit further back, and this is what we are talking about, the pistols here. These opening shots by the CTs, they count for so much in a pistol round like this, and it's not going the way of eLevate just yet, but Rocker in with one frag gets gunned down by the mass of VirtusPro players who are just charging him all at once. eLevate, they need something huge right now. Rocker coming in to deliver. Takes down 2 fast headshots. Great stuff from him. More players to find though. Rocker running out of bullets, but not punished here. They're getting quite low. VirtusPro struggling now. We could very well see a defuse here. Another frag by Rocker. He's got 4. Oh, desi picks up the last one. And that's going to be the round for eLevate. I think he's got enough time here, just about. And
how the hell did that happen?
Because Rocker strolls in and he's like, I'm a boss. Like a boss. That was excellent.
I mean, great push from Virtus. I think that eLevate had kind of like weird positions. One guy standing like next to the rock all alone. Like there's nowhere he could escape there, so weird positions, but yeah, if you have a rock in your team, there's just no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you, man, this guy is putting up some crazy numbers for his team lately, and you've got a little snippet of why. Now, TaZ going to be leading this long push here for his team. Storm knows he's there, and he's going to smoke it off again. There's not a lot that TaZ can really do here. He's really ready with the nade, though, and to try to get his teammates out onto Skyfall. Now, I'm going to drop there together. Rocker's going to see nothing towards A-Long. It's going to be completely clear at this point, of course. But VirtusPro, they got themselves down Skyfall, and eLevate, they've allowed this to happen, so you would assume that they know that they're there. They're setting up for the spray downs, but it's actually not happening as they would like it. They've already lost 2 men. Xp3, though, catching them together, lining up, and they played well into the angles there. You can see that eLevate was saying, okay, we want you to all to stand here. We want to funnel you like this and like this.
Yeah, and once again, eLevate showing that they really know their way around this map. I mean, I think that's a proper way of playing, defending versus Skyfall. You don't want to take the jewels around Skyfall. You want to let them go out, and then you just try to like strafe around the statue, strafe around the rock, and just get them into like these awkward aim duels.
And they've actually got 3 players towards the A side of the map here. So eLevate are gambling at the start of the round that VirtusPro will not rush speed. And they've gambled correctly, because here comes VirtusPro, and they are getting some crazy crossfires in on this area, and pretty painful. They've lost absolutely no one. What a nice gamble there from eLevate. They read that, or rather they risked that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they have 4 people under 25 HP. All of them surviving, and that's actually kind of a big deal going forward into this half. It means they can buy 1 extra round.
And we saw on Nuke actually how well eLevate and how confidently they can pull back rounds. And so far, well, they're in the lead now. They've got 2 rounds to lead in the lead against VirtusPro. They've picked up 10-8 now, but here is the challenge. We've got a push coming in from VirtusPro on their buy round. Xp3 with the peek. Oh, it's very well timed, but he can't quite pick up the second frag. Rocker, look at this boost. This is a dirty boost right now.
I think they will check here though. Yeah, exactly. This is a
he gets
very
nothing.
common boost.
VirtusPro looking to break eLevate straight away. And if they can do that and stop eLevate ever getting any money for AWPs, that's going to make life difficult on a map like this where AWPs can be so effective. And they are actually even just hunting them down at the moment. Going to find Storm. They know where Rush is. Rush has the bomb though, and he's actually going to pick up the AK. This is actually kind of scary if Rush is able to clutch this. Gets the first frag and the second one, and it could very well be happening here. TaZ is the last man standing. Rush only needs a single bullet to find TaZ's head. And he's got this clutch.
No way.
TaZ going to be coming through the doors now. Is Rush going to look the right way? He will not. TaZ will find the kill, but that's a lot of damage. And TaZ with the TaZ cap.
Yeah, looking a bit upset with his teammates there, maybe.
Yeah, not good enough.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
The funny thing is, if he would have waited for him to plant, he would have actually had time to defuse the bomb, because all of the Virtus players were in connector, but of course there's no way he could have known that.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, we've got 4 players towards the ace on the map here for VirtusPro. Looking for, again for these early push timings to take away map control. Again, it really does remind me of Banana on Inferno. And you can see they are very fast to take it. They got more than enough players to get the trades in. And so far, so good. But this is the hard part. Moving up this ramp, now the CTs have responded. And they've responded with 3 players that they have on the A bomb side. That's left 1 guy on B. And we have TaZ over there already. And he's going to get the frag. So this, if they can get there in time, if TaZ can hold them off from these angles, and he'll get his team onto the site and into a post-plant situation. Great round so far from Virtus. Now, can eLevate get this retake going? The bomb is not down yet, and they are in on the positions, but it's so awkward. Look at these angles. Xp3 is barely missing that next shot on 2 HP now. Desi goes down. Xp3 2 HP. There's nothing he can do, and he's going to fall back.
And they won this round all thanks to TaZ playing that lurker role towards B perfectly. They made a 1-for-1 trade in middle, nothing special there, but TaZ heard the rotate. He actually walked out on B long, just called to his teammates, okay, I have like so much ground here on B, just get over here, because if you can get like to the far edge of B long, you can just like swarm the sieges from there. And yeah, that was all thanks to TaZ.
Yeah, you can see on the minimap there, as Fred was saying, if you get to the far edges, as he said, you have this angle straight into the doors and straight like past the site. You have all the angles that you need to cover the teammates onto the site. That's really important point there, definitely, that you made. And Xp3 will take 1 frag to keep himself alive, but his team's ecoing.
Yeah.
The rest of his team is ecoing. Now, how would you like them to use this AWP here? Is it just going to be like saving it, or want to see a play with it?
Maybe try to boost him on B long, try to get TaZ, but I wouldn't be surprised if Virtus just goes for a like faster push now, because that's usually what you want to do if you know you're just going up versus 1 off and 4 ecoing CDs. And yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing. They're just going for the full B push now. This is standard play.
Here we go. Now, eLevate, they got 4 men on the site. Not in the best positions ever, but Xp3 going to be doing the damage so far. And if he can get the distractions in, allow these pistolers to work on some of these VirtusPro players, and it is not looking so good here for eLevate regardless. They've lost everyone but Rocker, who's on the rotate, trying to get himself over there as fast as he can. But the bomb will go down. The AWP is available for VirtusPro if they want to pick it up, and I can't see why they wouldn't pick it up.
And just standard smart play from Virtus. You don't want to play that like slow standard type of play when you know they only have 1 AWP, because if you have 1 AWP, the mindset of the AWPer is usually I'm just gonna run around everywhere and just try to get picks.
Yeah.
And how do you deny that? Well, you just go in full force on 1 bomb site.
And eLevates, they have now the AWP in the hands of Xp3 again. pasha's got the AWP as well, so what are we going to see here from these players? So Xp3 going to go for the pick. Oh, misses the flick shot there, and he's given away his position. So they now know to be aware of an AWP from the foreseeable areas near A, where he could be. So you can see that they are being very tentative now, very careful. TaZ, wow, he pushed again. He's on 8 or 9 points of health there, falling back.
And they have Snax down Skyfall as well, without knowing it, so this is going to be really tough for eLevate.
Well, Rocker's able to take down pasha. I think he was trying to get the pick in towards A as well, so this is a nice way for them to even things up a little bit before Virtus have really gained too much map control. We see that eLevate still have pretty forward map control in the right places. It's only really Skyfall that they are where they're compromised at the moment. But how did VirtusPro use it? They can't really move into connector just yet. Snax though, he is going to take the frag there from the Skyfall area into the B-bomb site, and that's going to key NEO into a push there onto Skyfall into connector. It's not going to work out for them though. But TaZ is moving the bomb towards A. It's all on byali being able to hold this position now by himself until TaZ can get there and put the bomb down. Now that is a big, big job for byali. TaZ comes in though as they were trying to search for byali, and he's going to get his frag onto Xp3. Now Rocket and Rush looking to make something happen here. Bomb down, both players on the site. Another crazy situation. The spray from byali, barely picking it up. He's on 5 HP though. Rocket, significant advantage in that regard. Going to make his way over onto the bomb site to find the angle. Knows where byali must be. And oh my god, how did byali get that? Rocket didn't even connect a single bullet.
I think that the Cetus thought he was gonna stand like below and shoot through that like hole in the rock where he can jump up, and he was just so surprised that he was actually standing on top that byali managed to get like 4 or 5 bullets away before
peeked too wide basically.
Yeah, exactly, and that's you only need 3 bullets to kill someone with the AK.
Well, it's going to be 12 to 10 and another eco here for eLevate, so they're starting to lose grip of this match. VirtusPro looking pretty strong at the moment. We've got 3 members moving fast up onto the B-long area, and it's exactly as you said, in the same situation, that fast play together into the B-bomb site, taking B-long very quickly. That is giving the result here for VirtusPro, and they have a flawless round so far. It's just Rocket left over. Again, they know exactly where he's going to be. Again, taking you know, note of what happened previously and how Rocket plays. So 13 to 10, eLevate with another buy, and this is a must win at this point for them.
They should put 2 people on B-long. They have to stop TaZ. TaZ can't go out there alone and just get a first pick, get all the information, gain all the ground. You have to stop him. Like, at least have 2 guys there in the like first 10 seconds, just throwing some nades at him, so we like trying to push him back.
Okay, well. So there's the double nade, but it's not going to work out. They have everyone here. TaZ is the front man, as it were, but they've got loads of people here, maybe looking at a slower push. Now, if eLevate actually do have some information towards A, but not enough to know guaranteed that it's going to be a B play. And VirtusPro are playing it slower right now, a slower rush timing. And you can see that eLevate have a couple players who are really far away from B still. One is rotating over. It's Xp3 with the M4. They're going to spot the push, making the damage happen. They know what's coming now. They've got all the players in place. This looks fantastic now for eLevate, who are holding off this push so far. It's very slow. It's very methodical. But NEO's found his way through right back to the hut area, and he's going to manage to actually tap down players. And this is key. This is a key position here for VirtusPro to hold on to. And you can see why NEO able to take down Xp3. It's down to Rocker, who's coming in from the back again on the rotate, takes down Pasha, and he's got 2 men left to find in this after plant situation. Flash is coming in to delay him to make his life hellish. Rocket will spot the first player, and NEO has the angle. Excellently done by VirtusPro, and this is going to get hard now. They're just 2 away from closing out the map and the series.
Yeah, and this game like shows us once again that this has turned into a T-sided map.
Alright, so look at this buy. It's horrendous here for eLevate. And VirtusPro, you can only imagine, would read that their buy is going to be a little bit lacking.
I wonder why desi was waiting so long to buy there. He was like standing in spawn, doing nothing, like 5 seconds.
And they're really fast into the B push again. And as you said, you know, TaZ taking so much map control. VirtusPro picking up frags all over the place. And it is a crushing result here for the Poles. They've taken everyone down but desi. He's on 19 health. They're about to move into map point. I mean, what can desi really do in this position? There's not much for him to accomplish. And again, we'll be able to see in a moment that eLevate just don't have the cash. That was a full buy, and we'll see another similar buy, I think, from them. Yeah, they have basically just 34 to 3700.
Yeah, and eLevate, it's just hard for them. I mean, Virtus is just switching up their play. eLevate, they did try to go towards B long, throwing those nades through the smoke, but as VirtusPro is just switching up their play every single round, it's just so hard to read them.
Okay, so VirtusPro, some say that they are a team that has mastered or is close to mastering or having mastered the pace of playing the T side, being fast, being slow, mixing it up mid-round to really throw off the opponent's game, and we're seeing them use that that pace excellently to throw off eLevate. But it's just one more round here. Map point here for VirtusPro. They're closing in onto eLevate once again. We do have some trades coming in though, evening the situation up a little bit, but VirtusPro are pushing forwards. They're getting the frags. It's all down to Rocker again. 1 on 3. He's got full health. No kit on him just yet. The bomb is not down, but there it is. Snax will take the frag. Headshot there onto him. And it's going to be eLevate who will lose this match. VirtusPro win it into 16-14 on the first map, just narrowly winning Nuke. So there you go. We do have what turned out to be a convincing close for VirtusPro, but didn't look like that all the way through.
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised that eLevate managed to get 10 rounds. I actually thought, as I said earlier, that VirtusPro was going to run away with it like 6-2, 6-3. But eLevate showed that they had some aces up their sleeve, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, VirtusPro is just too strong on that T side.
Oh yeah, and you could see in some situations there was some frustration from VirtusPro that they felt. You can see that maybe they felt like, hey, well, we're not playing quite up to our standards just yet. But it might be the same thing as with NIP earlier, where it's like, well, it's early days, it's a match. They're like, well, we're never going to lose this best of 3. It's not, you know, we don't have to. We're not deep in the tournament just yet. We don't have to peak. So, well, we do have our analysts back to discuss what just happened. So, welcome back, James.
Hello. Sorry, just putting my earpiece back in. Put the wrong one in. Hi. Thank you for welcoming us back, Daniel. Okay, let's first talk about the first half. I actually thought that eLevate were doing really well.
They were.
On T side as well. We were talking about how it's not completely T-sided, this map. But both teams seem to do really, really well on the T side. Were you surprised by the first half?
I mean, Daniel kind of touched on this in the pre-game analysis, that there's a lot of like meta shifting right now, and it seemed like it's easier to get T rounds than on the previous couple stones. So that's the thing. So I mean, I expected them to get some rounds, maybe not as many as they got, but we said that if they don't have any like B execution and stuff, they're gonna be destroyed. They had B executions. They had like preset smokes and strategies, so they were kind of prepared to. Kinda prepared. I mean, it looked good in some of the rounds, but then again, what actually is the biggest storyline of this best of 3 for me is the fact that VirtusPro starts to throw all these kind of rounds. Again, they lose like these 2 and 4 in the pistol round. Is it because they feel that they're so much on top of eLevate that it's just in this specific matchup being overconfident? Or is it something that we're going to see throughout the whole tournament? I mean, it seems like lack of communication and especially someone taking initiative, because in these 2 and 4 situations, the way that you can lose a 2 and 4 is either by playing insanely passive and not peeking together, holding crossfires, or doing stupid things. I mean,
what were they doing in this situation? Were they over peeking?
a great combination, I would say. Like
a bit of both.
Yeah, some of them just staying in a corner where it's obvious that someone is going to stay when there are 4 guys alive, and others just doing like silly over peeking. And I mean, if you have a situation where you can go 2 against 1 and make sure to trade in a 4 and 2 as like the guy who's leading in man, then you should 100% do it. And they just don't take any initiatives. Like they hear a guy rotating on the pistol round from behind B, so they should push the guy coming from connector. But they just stay passive, and way too passive for my taste. And I don't know, it doesn't look like the convincing VirtusPro hitting all their shots like we normally see.
You talked a bit about frustration. You seem like, I think you were saying about VP possibly getting frustrated in the first half. I can tell you that we were in backstage and someone came in and goes, VP just smashed the desk. So yeah, I think they were. Do you think that's getting into their head?
Yeah, it definitely. I don't know if it's getting into their head. It's just, again, it is early stages. They can give themselves, hey, it's just we'll never lose this best of 3. You know, we're not playing NIP. It's not all on the line yet. When the pressure really, I mean, VirtusPro, again, they're a team like NIP and Fnatic so they have so much experience that they kind of do need the pressure to play their best game. So that might get refocus them so they can avoid some of the kind of situations Katie was talking about where clearly TaZ was quite frustrated with just that. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just like exactly like Daniel was saying, TaZ was frustrated, especially in. I think they were 1 and 4 against that guy on the A bump side, while he got 3 fast kills and TaZ was alone. And after TaZ won that 1-on-1, it was like full cam on him, and he was like, guys, why are you letting us down like this? Like, what are you doing? Like, just focus and take the kill together. So he's like, I think he's also kind of the leader of the team in terms of like morale and stuff. Like, gotta bring the team up and motivate them and make them keep calm at the right moments. And I think it was just like being the father of the team and saying like, guys, let's man up, let's play together, let's end this. And it looked very scary because they were on the terrorist side and they were down quite big. And yeah, but the thing is, when we talked about it, VirtusPro sometimes, when they get going and get the control of the economy, they just look very strong.
I've actually seen it at most events, I think, from VP. It seems to be how they function.
Yeah.
They tend to get angry halfway through games, and then they'll still win, and they'll be fine at the end, and they'll be like, yeah, it was all right, right? That was good. They seem to, it's kind of useful rage.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like they're all mature enough to know that, okay, they weren't happy about that bit that just happened.
Exactly. And actually in some interview, TaZ talked about the 1.6 era. Maybe Thread can talk about that. With the, I don't know, sometimes they were like fighting in the halftime, like when they had like 2-minute break, they were like nearly fighting, like punching each other. Yeah. And they still sit down 30 seconds after and win the game. Like, I think TaZ is like, he can't always control his anger, maybe.
Well, talking of fighting, let's go to Mr. Biceps himself. Thorin is talking to Pasha.
Okay, we're here with Pasha. I got rid of James. Let's do an interview now. So you're playing against eLevate there, and they picked Nuke actually. Really close game. What did you think, Pasha?
To be honest, we don't play Nuke a long of time because we know that it will be removed from the map pool. So we don't practice, didn't much. But we know the Americana pick this map against us, so we will be ready for this. But no tactic, just smokes, the yard and push the the lower side and waiting for some luck round. Yeah.
Do you think they were going to beat you when it was like 14-14?
They was close. Yeah. Probably I don't know why. Maybe they don't have a lot of experience because we play probably the same hull of T side. So everything on our hand. Yeah, skill, pure skill.
Okay, pure skill. Okay. So on Cobblestone, that was your pick. Not a lot of teams playing Cobblestone. Is it a strong map for VirtusPro?
Maybe in this match it was not looks like our the best map, right? So this was the first match in the tournament. We need to adaptate in the computer, in the stage, new monitors. Everyone have in home the different monitors, so it's not that easy. But we will be ready in the next matches in this map.
So the next match, TSM Na'Vi, two teams that if you play, maybe it will be close. Who do you think you all play?
I don't like play versus this Bratushka. I want to play versus TSM. It for us is easier, but we will be ready for them also.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję, my friend.
Cool. I love Pasha so much. I love him. Every time I watch him just talking about anything, and I could just watch him talk all day long, and I would just sit here with a big smile on my face. I love him. He's great. So they're saying obviously they're going to go into the next match confident. What about you guys? TSM versus Na'Vi. Who do you think really deep down VP will want to play? They're obviously going to say anyone will play anyone, but who do they want to play?
It's really, really hard to say at this moment. I think TSM, Na'Vi and VirtusPro are like very equal on like being number 4, 5, 6 right now. So it's very hard to say. It seems that VirtusPro is having the edge in the matchup between TSM, Na'Vi maybe having the small edge in the game versus TSM as well, but sometimes TSM just upset. It depends on I think TSM has recently been more like a roller coaster compared to the two other teams where Na'Vi is gradually like improving, and TSM VirtusPro sometimes up and down as well. I think TSM is looking to maybe play Na'Vi, but I'm really not sure. I think it's a question you have to ask them at some point because I have no clue.
I think Pasha did allude to someone who he didn't want to play against, but I'm not actually sure who he said. He pointed off of camera, was like, I don't want to play against them.
Na'Vi.
Was that Na'Vi?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. So they don't. So Pasha's saying he doesn't want to play against Na'Vi. Yeah. Why is that?
I have no idea. To be honest, like, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, VP TSM will be like a really interesting match, and it could just be that they feel much more comfortable with their playstyle. Because a lot of teams, like playing against Na'Vi, they've just said that Na'Vi can just be a hard team to play against because they can play so different to everyone else, and not to mention they're just better now than they used to be, and they still have this potential for their very slow style where their timings are like completely different to pretty much every other team. So it's probably one of those things where you're playing kind of quite far out of what maybe you're used to. That could very well be. I don't know. What do you think, Björn?
Yeah, I mean, Na'Vi won the last tournament they were at, right? It was the Star Series one?
ESL Pro League, yeah.
Yeah, ESL Pro League,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And they've beat, I think they beat TSM the last 2 times they played them as well. So on paper, like just pure statistically, they should be the stronger team, but it's, as Kedian is saying, it's so close.
Yeah, because like then you had PGL last weekend at DreamHack Bucharest where TSM drops 1 map in 3 games against Fnatic, NIP, and then Fnatic again, and that's just an insane record. I mean, that's also a big sign that I think TSM is heading the right direction. And then again, if you can't even say who's the better team of Na'Vi, TSM, I mean, that just shows how close this group is going to be.
Yeah, like they're coming straight off of a tournament win as well. Like they are going to be buzzing, right?
Yeah.
TSM, they seem really happy. Like everyone's going up and congratulating them while they were here as well.
That's the kind of the thing actually about the 3 teams here. It's just that VP, TSM, and Na'Vi have all recently had big tournament wins. I mean, you can weigh them up and say, well, this is like better or more important than the other, but that's gonna maybe satisfy that hunger. We're like, oh, we haven't won in ages. Like we need a result where we feel like we're playing to our level. But now they don't have to worry. Okay, we got a big win under our belt. And I feel that to me, that's why this is so crazy. Because Na'Vi obviously were Flamey. They're coming into their own. They figured it out now with Flamey. And obviously the rest of us, yeah, it's going to be an amazing group to watch. I'm really looking forward to these matches.
So also, do you think, because last tournament I was at, I think was Starladder, right? So we were talking loads about the TSM choke and how they always choke in the last. They never get to the final. They always get to the semi-final. They never get to the final. Now they got to the final, right? Now they got to the final and they've won. Is the pressure off gonna mean that that is gonna be so much more simpler for them to play now? The eyes aren't on them anymore, or do you think it's? No, I actually think that's got to be the way, right? No one's scrutinizing them as much.
The thing is, like, imagine if they go back to choking now. Like, if they get the opportunity of going to a final or something, and they choke badly, is that going to be in the mindset, okay, we were lucky this one time, we're going to go back to this streak of, like, 8 tournaments in a row just choking when it really matters?
Right.
I mean, they kind of relieved themselves by finally getting to this final and finally winning. And to get a setback now would also be, like, quite a disaster for them. But then again, I just know the guys. I know how relieved they were about finally getting this win. It meant so much to them because they have been through a very tough road, like changing one guy, getting the same guy into the team, changing another one out, and finally they got their win. And I know that they are very hungry to get one more at this event.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's good to know. Okay, I think we will go to a break now before we go through to the next match, which will be TSM versus Na'Vi. Okay, last thoughts about the map we just saw before we go to a break? Any final thoughts?
I think it's more or less as you would. I think it's more or less as you would expect. eLevate looking to upset. They put in some danger points there for VirtusPro. VirtusPro not showing their full form yet. I think it's about standard as you'd expect kind of stuff so far.
Yeah, I agree. eLevate really surprised me. I didn't think they were going to get more than 2 or 3 rounds on cobblestone. So, I mean, even though it was kind of convincing win from VirtusPro, especially in the later stages of that map, I was still surprised that eLevate could put up some resistance to them.
Cool. And final thoughts. eLevate just showing up, really, like really showing off what they can do.
I mean, a lot of people have been knocking NA teams on their heads and being like, come on. And I mean, eLevate were maybe one of the teams we didn't expect anything from, and they already delivered a solid performance. So I'm looking forward to see them in the loser bracket.
Cool. Thank you guys for joining me on the desk, and thank you all for sticking with us throughout the day. We've still got 2 big matches coming up, and we're going to find out very soon who VirtusPro will be playing in the next round. See you soon.